Welcome to week 2 of our Lenten Devotional series based on Jill Duffield's book, Lent in Plain Sight. In her book, we're discovering that God uses ordinary people and ordinary objects in his extraordinary love story and rescue plan. The ordinary and the mundane can be transformed into something holy. I'm Leslie Hanscom, the Director of Children and Families here at Lake Grove. Let's set the stage as we step into a story that is remarkably found in all 4 of the Gospels. It's the story of 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Jesus was up on a mountainside with the disciples and looked out over a huge crowd that had followed him there. The topography of the area formed a natural amphitheater, and Jesus began to teach. His words began to go out over the 5,000 men that sat listening, and the uncounted women and children. Morning bled into noon, noon bled into the afternoon, afternoon became evening. The winsomeness of Jesus' words held the listeners captive to every word he said during the day. The disciples looked out over the waning sun and out over the throngs of people and told Jesus, "It's late. Send the people away. They have to go to the neighboring villages to find something to eat." To which Jesus simply replied, "They don't need to go away. You give them something to eat." Immediately, objections were thrown up about the cost of feeding the thousands gathered. Jesus answered, "What food do you have? Go and see." Andrew discovered a small boy who shyly stepped forward with what could be his lunch, or perhaps a sacrificial gift he was given to be offered at the temple. His basket contained 5 small barley loaves and 2 fish. And Andrew showed this meager meal to Jesus and automatically questioned Jesus, "Really, how far will this go?" Jesus simply replied, "Have the people sit down." How often have you and I looked around at the needs in front of us and echoed what Jill Duffield wrote in Thursday's devotion? She wrote, "We continue to scratch our heads and plead with Jesus to send people away because we don't have the capacity to feed, house, serve, love this huge crowd. Just look around. We cannot possibly be expected to satisfy the deep longings of so many." As I speak, a refugee crisis is happening in Europe right now. To date, over 2 million Ukrainians have left their country, seeking safety across their own borders in neighboring countries. Listen to this account from the Berlin train station, as shared by the Reuters news service. And what started as a trickle in Germany has already grown into a steady flow of more than 1,000. At the main train station, volunteers saying which languages they speak seek to orient refugees upon arrival, recalling scenes from 2015 when more than 1 million people from the Middle East fled to Europe, and Germany took in the bulk of those newcomers. One floor has transformed itself into a makeshift welcome center, with volunteers serving up hot food, handing out warm clothes and shoes, and providing toys for children to play with. In one corner of the station, some hold up signs offering accommodations in their homes as an alternative to state shelters. You feel sort of hopeless, so I wanted to at least help someone get a few nights' good sleep, said Pauline Neusser, 26, a student living in a shared flat, holding up a sign offering a couch for a few nights. Jill writes that Jesus does not ask of us that which we do not have. He instead receives what we offer, takes, blesses, and uses what we have. Our job is to be like the small boy or Pauline Nusser and offer what we have on any given day. The question that I'm asking myself right now during this season of Lent is, what am I called to offer Jesus to be used for what or who is right in front of me? Or what is unfolding in my own community and might need my help, like women and children at the Salvation Army West shelter? Or what may I offer for those across an ocean where the fear of not having enough is driving a senseless war? What might he be calling you to offer? As you and we offer what we have, may you and I have the confidence to be selfless, because Jesus promises that we will always have enough to be satisfied. That is the end of that story. The small boy gave what he had, 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. And everyone ate and ate and ate until all were satisfied. And then there were 12 baskets of leftovers. Amen.